if we do see tensions rise, and if we do focus, therefore, even more on a manufacturing footprint brought back to America, where chips are manufactured, they're designed, rather than being so reliant on Taiwan, are we able to do it?
We are. I mean, I think I speak on behalf of the workforce component of all of this. It is one of the bottlenecks for this industry in the U.S. for sure. But there are a remarkable set of programs that are being built all around the country to meet that need. The CHIPS investments here in the U.S. are launching an incredible growth here for us on our soil here in this country. And we are going to need another 150,000 or so people in this work environment. So we're building programs all over the country.
Away from the geopolitics, the news of the week highlights just capacity reliance, right? So the one thing that Taiwan's really good at is the brutal economics of semiconductor manufacturing, and talent's a key component of that.
Of course.
There's all this plan on paper to build more fabs, have more foundry capacity in the United States. Do we have the people with the skills to make them run? And not just make them run, make them hum, right? Brutal economics.
Yes, I mean, I think that's what we're all trying to work towards, absolutely. We didn't have as many programs established in the U.S. anymore because we weren't manufacturing here. With the investments that are happening here, programs are launching all over the country. In fact, under the CHIPS investment, there's a $200 million workforce.
This is the CHIPS Act, a result of the CHIPS Act.
Yes, I'm sorry. As a result of the CHIPS Act, there is a $200 million investment in workforce through the National Science Foundation in concert with the Department of Commerce to invest in building a national infrastructure around workforce development so that we can fund regional nodes around the country to build what's needed regionally in workforce and how to feed that into a national infrastructure.
Can I just jump in and ask? I mean, sure. Tim Cook very famously said, didn't he, that China could fill a sports stadium with tooling engineers and that type of talent, and America would struggle to fill a meeting room. What kind of roles are we talking about here, Shari, that you're trying to skill up this nation on?
Yeah, I mean, I think we need everything across the industry, from technicians and operators to fill the fabs, to be on the fab floors, to all sorts of engineers across electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, chemical engineering, to our researchers, our PhDs. We need everybody. We need marketing talent. We need finance talent. So I think the challenge right now in the U.S. is actually the image and awareness of our industry with students. So we do a lot of work in the space of getting students excited or passionate about this industry, or even to know it. Because kids walk around all day, every day, with their phones.
Too much with a phone in their hand.
Their phones, their iPads, their computers. We're in cars that are driven through chips. We are using appliances. Everything we use all day long, and most people don't know that. Parents don't all know. It's an educating of the country, really.
What's been so interesting is the method by which we start to up our fabrication footprint. Now, in some ways, it's about leaning into Intel, into local players, but a lot of it's been about drawing TSMC and saying, please build here in Arizona. How much in the past have we relied on sort of TSMC talent coming here? Is that a way that's been reskilled and we've learned from others, or is it really about teaching them in our own education system, seeing others being brought up through the STEM education perspective rather than learning from talent abroad?
There's certainly been a mix of both, I think. We have, of course, relied on talent abroad. As an industry, this is a global industry. This is a really intense, intricate, complicated industry, and we need talent from everywhere, right? That's clear. What we're trying to do now is make sure that we can build the workforce in the U.S. with U.S. citizens to get U.S. jobs and to fill all of these roles. So we are still learning. Of course, we're all learning from each other. We all have different strengths across the world. So, hopefully we'll be able to meet those needs here in the U.S. with all the programs that are being established.